Okay, let's get into it. You know how it is. We've all been there, right? You spend months, maybe even years, planning the perfect trip, picturing every single moment in your head. But what happens when you actually get there? Today, we're going to unpack a family's epic, multi country adventure through Europe. It's a fantastic, real world look at that classic travel story expectation versus reality. And it all kicks off with this simple, really heartfelt reason. The goal wasn't just about seeing famous landmarks. It was about creating memories, about that feeling of togetherness. And right there, that's the heart of it all. It's not just a vacation, it's a legacy. So how in the world do you even start planning something this massive? Let's take a look at how this family actually stitched together their European dream adventure. The itinerary itself tells you so much about this family. It was a total team effort. Switzerland, well, that was all about making his wife's lifelong dream come true. Then you've got Lyon and Innsbruck, which were pit stops for his hobby, collecting Hard Rock Cafe t-shirts. Liechtenstein was just pure curiosity. I mean, who isn't curious about that tiny country? And Salzburg, well, that was for their shared love of the sound of music. See, this wasn't one person's trip. It was their adventure, woven together from everyone's dreams and quirks. Now, of course, a dream trip needs a rock-solid plan. And believe me, they did their homework. We're talking budget-friendly hotels, a detailed spreadsheet to figure out the best rail pass, the whole 9 yards. They even embraced all the modern travel hacks, like using debit cards for everything and getting eSIMs for their phones. They felt totally prepared for anything. Or so they thought. All right, let's get to their first stop, Geneva. This is where that central theme really kicks into gear, that jarring moment when the place you've imagined doesn't quite match the reality on the ground. See, his only other European experiences were in these huge, sprawling capitals like London and Paris, so naturally, he expected Geneva to be another massive metropolis. And his own words here just capture that moment of realization perfectly. Geneva was, well, it was something else entirely. And this comparison just spells it out, doesn't it? Instead of that bustling city they had in their minds, they found this quiet, almost suburban place. It was so compact that by day two, they felt like they'd already seen everything. It's such a classic travel lesson, right? A city's reputation can paint a picture that reality just can't live up to sometimes. And then reality hits you, right in the wallet. This number, 23 Swiss francs. That was the price for a single plate of fried rice. Wow. That is that sticker shock moment every traveler to Switzerland knows all too well, when the cost of a simple meal just screams, you're not in Kansas anymore. Okay, so Geneva was a bit of a mismatch, but just as one expectation fell short, a totally different place completely blew them away. Let's talk about Interlaken, a town the author had literally never even heard of, which was about to become the absolute heart of their whole trip. And you gotta love this part. The best moments of the entire trip happened in a place he didn't even know existed. It's just a fantastic shout out to his wife's amazing research and, a great reminder that sometimes the best discoveries are the ones we never see coming. And the magic of Interlaken was all about these little moments. I mean, from the terrifying but totally worth it funicular ride to getting that alcoholic kick from their first real cheese fondue to just cruising on the unbelievably clear water of Lake Briance. It was a whole collection of firsts, even including a classic travel mishap, losing a bag. It all just became part of the story. But this right here is what it was all about. This is the why we talked about on that first slide. Forget the logistics, forget the itineraries. The most profound, unforgettable moment was the simple, pure joy of a dad watching his kids who grew up in the tropics see and play in snow for the very first time. I mean, that's a memory that lasts a lifetime. But you know how it is. After every high, there's sometimes a low. After the incredible peak of Interlaken, the trip's pacing took a nosedive. And this next part led to what the author calls his biggest planning mistake, the one-night-only rule. I mean, just look at this schedule. It is relentless. 4 cities, including hopping into a new country, all in 4 back-to-back days. Lucerne, then Zurich, then Liechtenstein, then on to Innsbruck. It's exhausting just reading it out loud. This is the absolute definition of a whirlwind tour. And this is the result of moving that fast. It's travel fatigue. Even in a place as gorgeous as Europe, the constant go, 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 with no time to breathe, meant the magic just started to wear off. The excitement was replaced by this this sense of sameness. This is exactly what travel burnout feels like. All these unique, historic cities just started to lose their personality and blur together into this predictable formula. Okay, there's the river, there's the old town, and yep, there are the French fries for dinner again. The journey became less of an experience and more of a checklist. So, what do you take away from a journey like that? 2 weeks, 1,000 kilometers, full of incredible highs and draining lows? Well, this last part boils it all down into some seriously valuable lessons for any of us who love to travel. First things first, let's put a name to that feeling they experienced. Travel fatigue. Yeah, it's a real thing. It's that tipping point where even the most beautiful church or stunning viewpoint starts to feel meh. And the thought of your own bed back home suddenly sounds way more exciting than anything else. Just knowing what it is can help you avoid it. And that brings us to the big takeaways. Number 1, pacing is everything. Seriously, avoid that one-night-only trap like the plague, especially with kids. 2 or 3 nights in one spot is the sweet spot. 2, manage your expectations. Let cities be what they are, not what you think they should be. 3, embrace the simple stuff. That dinner on the hotel floor in Geneva turned out to be just as memorable as a fancy museum. And finally, trust in people. That lost rucksack? It was found, and someone was kind enough to send it back. In the end, this trip was just the perfect storm of dreams coming true, a few hard reality checks, and some really powerful lessons learned. It's such a great reminder that travel is never just about the places we check off a list, but about what we discover about the world and ourselves along the way. So that leaves me with one final thought for you. What's the one travel lesson that has truly stayed with you?